Yeah, I'll be right up there. Yeah, alright. Bye.
Girl, it's you I see from across the room.
Yeah.
I think twice before I proceed to make my move.
Think twice before I make my move. Think twice before I make my move.
5'5", like I slim waist, thick thighs. Girl, you got me mesmerized.
Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Charlotte. This is my lovely beauty domain, and it is my brow shadow's falling. Totally ruined the moment. What I was trying to say is this is my lovely beauty domain, and it is off the chain. Super corny, but it just gives you a feel of how we rocking over here. But yes, this video is going to be a video that I feel like everyone is doing right now, but I don't really care. I feel like this video is something that everybody wants to see. I know I have been obsessed with Nicol Concilio Violet Voss collab palette videos, and I haven't really been seeing a lot of my brown skin bunnies doing it. Maybe they are, I'm not saying they aren't. I just haven't seen a lot of them doing it, with the exception of some big gurus. So I wanted to just, you know, beat my face and be a part of that. If you have not seen it, this is what it looks like, and I actually will show you guys more in detail later on in the video, but just in case, I'll show you again. This palette is so freaking beautiful. Like, I cannot get enough of it. Like, I just love everything about it, including the huge mirror that came inside. I was super excited to get this palette. I was totally fangirling and geeking. And it just was amazing. I love the way this look turned out. And this is a very honest review. The things that I like, you will know. The things I don't like, you will also know. So I kind of do it as I go along. This is my second time using the palette, but this is my first time doing a legitimate review. So I was super excited to show you guys that. And just give you guys this look. This was really experimental for me. I literally was just picking out colors as I went along. And I feel like it turned out great. So I'm excited for you guys to see me wing it. Yeah, I'm not going to keep rambling. Just go ahead and give this video a huge thumbs up. 1 for Nicol Concilio, 2 for this bomb look, and 3 for the brown skin goodiness, which, by the way, if you want more of, I put all of my social media down below. So you can go ahead and link up with me on Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, XO_CNT. If you need more of this brown skin goodiness, I got plenty of it for you on my social media sites outside of YouTube. So go ahead and do that. I feel like I'm still rambling. I'm so excited to show you guys this look. Stay tuned. So I've already prepped my skin with the MAC Strobe Cream and Goldlite, and then under that I put the Smashbox Primer Oil. So that's why my skin is looking already really dewy, extra, and glowy. I don't know if I look greasy or glowy to y'all, but it's a glow. I like starting off the way because I have dry skin. I know for you oily skin people, you're probably looking at me like, girl, you look disgusting. I would never want to look like that, but I need it. So that's why I've already started off looking like this. So alright, now that I look like a crack-a-doodle, we're going to go ahead and get into the palette. And I know a lot of people think it's weird that sometimes I do my eyeshadow before my brows, but just for me, because I don't really have a tail on my brow, it's just easier for me to kind of do my eyeshadow first. I can make my brows go with the shape of my eyeshadow, and it won't look weird. Like my eyebrows won't be too long. So that's kind of why I do that, although I do it both ways, and you can do it any way you'd like to do it. So let's go ahead and open this up. Of course, it has her eyeshadow seal on it. It says the same thing on it, just the same cover, Violet Voss X Nicol Concilio, and then it has all her beautiful shades, and it also comes with a mirror, which I will be using. So yes, just check these shades out, y'all. Range is just crazy. Like the camera, you guys see me peeking. My camera does it no justice at all. I'll upload a picture for you so you can see better just how beautiful these colors are. So I'm going to start off my base shade. I'm going to go in with Hangry. So we're going to go ahead and use Hangry as a base shade. And if you guys wonder what brushes I usually use BH Cosmetic brushes, but because my BH Cosmetic brushes do not have a really good, like, wide fluffy brush that I can use to do transition shades and buff it all out, I just use this Urban Decay, and I use this brush that came in my self-made ABH palette. So yeah, you may not be able to get this brush. I'm sure they have fluffy brushes like this, but I'm just going to go in with a fluffy brush and in circular motions, take this in yet upward. So I'm going to circular motions, and I'm going to just make kind of what I call an umbrella over my lid. So just really getting that crease lit up. Okay, so now that we've got Hangry all up in that eye, as our transition shade, I'm going to add a crease color. For my crease brush, I'm going to use the Elizabeth Mott blending brush. It's a little bit wider, but it's also very precise, so you can kind of use this as either one. I'm going to go in with Hey Girl, which is like a more of a reddish brown, instead of that one's like an orangish red. So this is more of a reddish brown matte. And get that crease started. And a lot of these shades seem like they're very similar, but I feel like the reason for that is just to let you like build up with color and make things more intense. Like if you can tell, my crease is definitely getting significantly more intense as I'm building this up. Like, I love this. Yeah, this is a good idea. But I feel like this palette, even like I said, doesn't seem like it has too much going on in it. It really does give you a lot of range. It gives you more range than you would expect upon first impression, because literally I used these same colors the other day and this did not look like this. Like, it's just all a matter of like how you use it. And I like getting palettes over singles, because palettes kind of help you if you're newer with makeup, just kind of really figure out like what to do. And when you're trying to get like that Instagram eyeshadow look, it's nice to have colors that are kind of all together, because it makes it easier for you to pick good shades, do transitions, and colors that all kind of flow together and help you get easy like color flow tree, but it also helps you to get more experience in, you know, being an artist and just getting your look to be a little bit different every single time. So I like that this palette, like I said, even though like the colors look similar, they aren't, because you can build up your look. I'm going to go back in with Hangry on the same brush that I used in the original, the Fluffy Transition. I'm going to lightly just go back over really lightly. Like, I added more product, but I'm lightly going over it just to blend that back into each other, because you want to make sure your colors all blend together. Even though these are very similar, so you don't necessarily have to do it too much with this. You just always want to make sure, especially if you're doing completely contrasting colors, you want to make sure that you blend them back into each other so that they don't look harsh and that there's flow to your look, because that's really important. Sometimes your colors will look too harsh. They'll look stacked on top of each other instead of like a nice gradient. So I'm going to take, I don't even know what type of brush it is. It's technically kind of like a lid brush. I use this for my outer corner of my crease though, and it's going to be the other end of that Anastasia Beverly Hills brush. I'm going to go in with Gigi and see what happens. It's more of a brown glitter instead of a copper color. And I just want to put that on top, honestly. You know, they say don't put glitters in your crease, so why not? Just why not do it? Oh, yes. Okay. And I'm using this brush still, even though I could have got another crease brush. But it's because I want it to be really, like, defined. I don't want to do too much to start. You always want to start off, if you're unsure about a color, you're doing something really bold, is just add on as you go. So you want to blend and add as you go. The color payoff is crazy. They blend easily. And there's a good amount that goes on to it. Like, my brush is not even wet, but these glitters are still really nice. Like, just look at how like Gigi still looks really glittery, yet matte. Like, it just packs on so well, but blends out so easily, and that's always good. You do not want an eyeshadow that's just really harsh. But I could definitely see how this palette can get dirty easily. If you can see, my palette is already kind of getting dirty right there, and my Zozo is getting a little dirty from Hangry. I do want to kind of put a base back on the crease a little bit, so I'm going to just take the excess Pro Concealer from when I initially highlighted and just kind of rebuild that little area. Because my crease did get a little carried away. Just rebuild the area. You can make it as big as little as you want. For me, though, it's going to be like this. So, what I'm doing right now is I'm taking this NK, it's my brown lip liner, but I am using it to kind of like build a little bit more definition in my crease around that, next to that gold. I would recommend using a creamier lip liner or eyeliner than this. This is just a little roll up one that I got from the Beauty Supply store for like $1 or some change. So I would recommend like using a creamy like lip liner. I recommend Sephora ones if you want to do this. Or, you know, get an actual, like, brown liner, whatever. Like, but yeah, I like doing these with pencil, like, just kind of, like, somewhat of a, like, not creating a cut crease, but just defining your crease with it. Like, to really separate the two. It eliminates, like, a crazy amount of having to blend that crease, because it's just so, it's like a line there. It actually works. I'm going to take my BH Cosmetic lid brush. And I'm going to take Palm Tree on a sprayed brush, Mari Beresky Rosewater Facial Spray. Don't be shy. And we are going to take Palm Tree from this palette and light it up. Oh, yes. This may have been a little too wet. Like, I literally have turned this to paint. I swear I did. Oh, I love this color. Love this color. And wet is just so creamy. It's crazy. Oh, I'm lit. I'm lit right now. I love this. Yes, Nicole. Palm Tree. Although I feel like making it wet, like, kind of took away from the shimmer of it. But I feel like it kind of looks iridescent and cool. Literally turned it to paint. Like, look at the little palm tree in the palette. I don't know how I feel about that. But I've literally turned it to, like, paint in comparison to the two. Like, you can literally just see the way the brush is in it. Like, it's painty. If I wasn't told. This is a messy palette, y'all, low-key. Okay, Nicole. It's your messy palette. Baby, so my eyebrows are did. We'll do an eyebrow tutorial for you guys and give y'all more deep on the brows. Because I get that all the time from people in person. Just, what are you doing with your eyebrows? Show me how you do your eyebrows. Show me how you do your eyebrows. It is coming. I'm going to do that, just not at this very second. Really, what I do before I put on my foundation is I preset, like, under with my blemishes with some concealer. I use my Boing concealer usually, but I'm almost out. And I am going to restock with the new Boing concealer. I just haven't had a chance to go to Ulta yet. So I'm just going to use the little baby last bit of whatever Boing concealer I have in here. And it's a creamy concealer, and this is intentional. I use a creamy concealer under my foundation, a creamy one. So not like a liquidy one like the LA Girl Pro Concealer, like one that has hold to it, a little bit of stick to it. Like, you can't squeeze it out of a tube. Does that make sense? Okay. And what I do is I just go over my blemishes with it, because that way it, like, sits on my skin and, like, will actually cover those blemishes up, and it won't blend too crazy into my foundation and alter the color. Because I notice when you do this with, when you spot correct under your foundation with a creamy or with a liquidy concealer, it'll literally morph the color of your foundation. I've tried so many times to do so, and it's just not the wave, guys. I'm sorry. And I usually let it sit while I do my eyeshadow, but I did my eyeshadow first and forgot. But this is usually one of the first steps for me. That way it's more solid, and it definitely won't slip and move while I'm doing my concealer, or while I'm putting on my foundation. So while that is doing that, I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone. If you see, it's kind of highlighted from when I did my brows, but I want to actually take a color to that, because I just think that Zozo would be such a good, like, brow color for this, like a good brow highlight for this look. Okay, so now that everything is kind of done with my eyes for right now, I'm going to do liner and lashes and all that later. But I'm going to go ahead and do my foundation. I actually really like this foundation. It is $9.99 at the beauty supply store. Basically everywhere, but it ranges. It's not an expensive foundation at all. It is really good. It is. I have really dry skin, and this doesn't make me crispy, flat, or crusty. So I just want to let you know this is great for all skin types, even though it says matte, not flat. I usually use beauty blenders. I know I told you guys, like, beauty blenders are the wave as of late with the Smashbox. I noticed that the mixture of bases I put on my dry skin for the summer, sponges are not really the wave for me right now. Like, I kind of use them more to, like, literally blend out than I do to put on my whole face anymore. So I'm actually going back to my Real Techniques stippling brush. So everything's changing here. I like this. I like the shade match. Like, my forehead doesn't have anything on it, and look how dissimilar they are. Like, I really like that. They're almost the same exact color. And just get right here in this middle part. With my eyebrows, I really try to, like, blend out a little bit the, like, end part, because I want it to look more natural and less boxy. So if you see me being disrespectful to the center of my eyes, it's okay. I'm doing it on purpose. I want it to look more natural. I usually use cool tan under my eyes. But in the summertime, this is basically my skin color. I don't know why. This just doesn't work right now. Like, the blend out is just not that great. So I had to go up a shade, and I had to get pure beige to make it look noticeable. Weird, right? Okay. It's lit. I don't do much because it's so liquidy. I don't like to get heavy-handed with it under the eye when my foundation's on, because like I said, I don't want to change the color of my foundation. That can happen. So I'm going to take a small amount of Goldlite, the Goldlite Strobe Cream from MAC that I used on my face beforehand. Just go in there. Bam, bam. Like, really just lightly go in with that. This has never been a problem, so I'm going back to the Urban Decay Naked Illuminating Trio. So let's go ahead and set our face and then get lit. I'm using the NYX Dewy finish. So I also really like this highlighter because it's more my style. Okay, so I can't even tell y'all what liner this is because it freaking came off. And I used this in my last video. I had primer oil on my hand and I wiped off the word. So I don't even know what this is. But this is a liner that I got in my Ipsy bag. I'll link it down below. I'm going to use the Ardell Wispy Lashes in 600 Black. I've never used these exact wispies before. I tried to get something new because I felt this palette deserved some Floyd lashes I've never used before. And I apply my lashes with wig glue. It sounds like, girl, what the freak, wig glue really, but it dries a lot faster. It stays on a lot faster. It stays on a lot better. It dries faster. It's really dark, so it really does just look like you have like really thick lashes without it looking clumpy, you know what I'm saying? It is cheaper than lash glue. I love these lashes, y'all. What? So I already told y'all I was going to take Zozo into that inner corner, and I'm still doing that. So, this is not the brush for this, though. I will tell you that. So just because this brush is really big and I still wanted to go where I needed to go, you're going to take this down into our corner. I really like the way Zozo is like gold, but it's like not too gold. For the record, I usually put powder under my eyes, like pressed powder, but it's just like lately my skin has been too dry for that. And so I'm going to go ahead and do my blush for you guys right now. So I got this NYX blush in my Ipsy bag, and it is orange. Okay, y'all. It's so pigmented and creamy. This is one of their, what do they call this? This is one of their HD blushes in the color Double Dare. I use this angled brush just in case it's crap. I can blend it out with the right. Oh, my brush. I feel like it's going to stain my, oh, my brush. I feel like it's going to stain my freaking brush. I'm so scared. I'm going to do really light, like. Okay, and nothing is coming off of my brush. Okay, what a gag. The gag is, where did, they're going to make me put more on, and then I'm going to look like a freaking Oompa. Oh, yep, see, Oompa is starting. Oh, that's it. That's all I'm doing. I'm going to blend it out. I can't do it. Okay, so I'm going to take my foundation BB blend. When I use to blend my foundation, do like that. I'm going to just squeeze it in my hand so it's not too damp and just, yeah, because hunty, we're not doing this. Like, you all know. Like, no. I just had to use it. Like, it just looks too orange and too much of like a pure mistake not to try it. I like the blend out. I like it. So I'm using Orange County from NYX Liquid Suede. I'm blending that together. Let's do it. Oh yes, babe. Give me that glow. Give me that glow, honey. When it dries, it don't look this oily, I promise. Are we done?
You got me hypnotized. Oh, yeah.
Let me take control, just go with the flow. Don't be scared to step up out your comfort zone. I promise to get you back home safe. Baby, I'ma do right like Kaylee and Adrian. I know you hear this 100 times, but I do more than just say it. These niggas be playing games, but I'm dedicated to give you my time, attention, and all that. You my muse, like music, you keep me on track. Distract me from all of these distractions. Forget about your stresses. Ain't worried about your past. Those other guys were practice. They couldn't keep you happy, so it's my job to make it happen. I'll give you that good deed, loyalty, and passion. Okay, don't that turn you on? Ain't that what you want? Am I wrong or am I right? Am I your type like